The Realme 6 has a glossy back design, which may seem to be glass, but it's really plastic. You've got plastic sides and a glass front. Though I love the look of this design, I will say that it does attract a lot of fingerprints. But overall, I do like the design. On the side, we got a power button, which is also a fingerprint scanner. On the other side, we got our volume up and down keys. On the bottom, we got our USB-C port, as well as one bottom firing speaker and a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is nice to see. We've got our quadruple camera setup, as well as an LED flash. We also got our front facing camera, and though we do have an ear speaker, it is not a second speaker, so there's no stereo setup, it's just one speaker. Overall, the design is pretty good, except the fact there is fingerprint magnets and that it is plastic. We got a 1080p 90Hz display. It is an IPS LCD, and the screen size is 6.5 inches. Because of that high resolution, it's very hard to see pixels. We have a 405 pixels per inch screen. We can get to about 480 nits of peak brightness, which honestly isn't great. I mean, it's fine, but it's nothing special. What I will say is that the display is very crisp and very vivid. Not only that, but we got great viewing angles. The 90Hz display is also very fluid. It generally stays consistent throughout the screen experience. Also, for nighttime, the phone gets pretty dim. Also, considering it's an IPS LCD and such an inexpensive phone, there's pretty thin bezels, and I like that the camera is to the left and kind of not intrusive or anything like that. We do have a thicker bottom bezel though. Overall, I do like this display.
I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun.
So overall, what do I think of the performance? Well, there's some good things and some bad things. What I noticed, first of all, if you didn't notice, that I was kind of recording it on my phone, even though it was screen recorded, and that was because it took forever to share videos for some reason to the iPhone. Another thing though, is that when you did screen record, the performance was much worse. So as a result, some games like Call of Duty Mobile especially suffered. So yeah, just to note, Call of Duty Mobile generally runs on here at about 40 to 45 FPS, but instead it was running at about 30. However, what I would say is that legit, the performance is still really good. Obviously, it only has 4 gigabytes of RAM, so a lot of things don't keep in memory, but honestly, it's really not that bad. And I'm saying it's not really that bad, saying for the price, it's compared to the competition, it's pretty good. So we're running on Realme's UI, which is pretty similar to ColorOS. I actually like it a lot. My one complaint though is that we are still on Android 11. That is pretty far behind. But yeah, overall software and the performance is pretty good. The cameras are alright. They're not amazing, but they do have vivid colors. They're pretty detailed. The main camera is 64 megapixels, so you do get a lot of detail there, and I do like the fact that there is a macro camera. Also, I will say, I was pretty surprised by how good the selfie camera was, and yeah, overall, it's an alright camera. determine the verdict of this phone, you kind of need to know the price. This is priced now around 80 to 90 bucks, and for that, you're getting a 90 hertz display, you're getting 1080p display, which is pretty rare to see. And what's nice is that you're keeping some features that are pretty important, like the headphone jack, and also pretty thin bezels. The performance is pretty good, at least for the price, and the cameras, while not amazing, are definitely alright for the price. So yeah guys, that's what I think of this phone. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.